can also start to see here the scale. I mean, this is just one vantage point, and if you remember that cardboard layout that we had of the whole farm, and I would encourage you to like go back on your GPS and like these overhangs are those squares that you see, and there's like 20 of these throughout the whole farm. So you're multiplying this.
20 of these areas?
Yeah. So this is to give you a small glimpse of the scale of just one farm. So imagine this multiplied for the whole farm and then across the state and across the country. And a bit about the social lives of cows. So everyone that was lined up here, they weren't there when we first pulled over. And then when they saw people, they all came over here. And if you talk to people who know cows, they'll tell you that they have friends, and they'll have the same friend on the sanctuary for years. And cows' natural healthy lifespan is about 20 years. And the funny thing is they also remember who they don't like. So if there's someone on the sanctuary that they're not friends with, in 5 years, they're still not going to be friends. And there have been cases where people have had to be separated, and then when you bring them back together, they remember each other. And you've also probably seen videos that they mourn their dead, and that a lot of sanctuaries will leave the body of an animal out for a day or two so that the herd can grieve before they bury them.
Yeah, you can see cows running from back there to come over here, and you know this is a really painfully boring life, and of course they're not as confined as maybe a mother pig in a gestation crate. But I just want to tell people, like, after having taken care of baby cows, like, they need a lot of space to run around. I mean, you know, we're much smaller compared to cows, but for them, like, this is confinement. Like, they don't have space to run around. Like, they can run from there to here. Like, this is, you know, after having seen like what a baby cow, how much they can run and like how much space they need, this is not, you know, this is not a happy life. I mean, they're standing on mounds of shit, and you know, like I said, like their life has a really grim ending.
Yeah, they were not there.
And I can share a little bit about Roselynn in particular. So I mentioned that she has another friend, another cow about her age and size. And there was one time when that calf had to be taken to the hospital for some blood work. And when we took that calf, Roselynn started crying out for that calf because she missed her friend. And she also did the same the first time that Alicia had to leave her in the hospital. And so that quickly she was already developing bonds and attachments, just like the way that we develop the bonds and attachments with the animals we live with, like our dogs and cats. And I know we hear this so much, but I do just want to testify that, you know, the individual that I've gotten to know, Roselynn, is the exact same. And when we would go to sleep at night inside the barn with her, she would kind of sheepishly like walk over to where you were and like lay down like about a couple inches from you, and that's where she wanted to sleep, was like close to you.
And you know, a lot of times you hear people like, we can never stop animal agriculture. Actually, yes, we can. Right now, we're doing it. Social norms are changing as we're here. Places which were of no interest now are being surrounded by police officers and press outlets. And also, if you look at the land here, you know, we can turn this into a sanctuary. And all it takes is for us to create change. And the way we can do that is by bearing witness, is by exposing violence, is by stepping up and making greater sacrifices, and all of us have the opportunity to do that. So I want everyone here to imagine that this dairy farm can be a sanctuary in the next 5 years, in the next, you know, sooner than we think.
And we're losing light, so I'm going to have us move on to the next stop.